Happy New Year! It is 2026. Happy New Year. Let me find everybody. Make sure you can see me and hear me. Make sure you can see me and hear me. There we are. There we are. Make sure you can see me. Hey, Robin. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Hey, Natalie. Great to see you here. And Robin. Good morning, good morning. It's almost high noon. We'll get started at high noon. It is 11:56 right now. I always come on 5 minutes early before high noon. That gives everyone time to find the page and get on here. Donna, hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, Natalie. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Robin. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. And whether you've been on any of the previous challenges we did back in July, we did a plank challenge, we did a push-up challenge, 31 day in October. Both of those videos are up on the K Factor YouTube channel, so if anybody wants to pick up any other 31-day challenges, you can follow those two. And those of you that will be watching this later on replay, welcome. Type in the comments that you're here on replay so that I see you. Hey, Sharia, good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you too. So I will say that if you're here, whether you're here live or you're here on replay, it tells me one thing about you already, that you're willing to work for something that truly, truly matters for long-term health and independence. And at high noon, we're going to start with our very first movements for our balance challenge for this 31 days in January. And if you see me rubbing my hands together, it's chilly here in Florida. It's cold. And I still have not warmed up from walking this morning. So yeah, I'm trying to shake it out. And I did come in here and get my workout at 6 a.m. It was 30 degrees. Hey, Ann, great to see you. Happy New Year. Wonderful to see you here. So I got to move around to keep warm. Although I think now it's like 60 degrees outside. But in here, it stays cooler longer. So, hey, Rosina, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Yes, we have to move around to keep warm, right? And I hope you all have some water nearby. You will always see me with water when I show up in the gym and in the studio. You'll always see me with water. And listen, this live today is going to be a little longer than the other ones, just because I'll be talking a little bit more introduction. I want to go over a review of what we're going to do for this 31 days. Also, just to let you know that this 31-day challenge will be uploaded on YouTube. So each day's video will be uploaded probably around between like 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock each day. Kind of get those up on the platform on YouTube, so you can watch it there too. So we're going to start right at high noon. Those of you that are just coming in, I'm Kim Knapp, your coach here at the K Factor. Happy New Year. Happy January 1st, 2026. I hope everybody had a wonderful celebration last night. Ellen, Happy New Year. Glad you're here. Hi, Karen. Glad to see you here too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So it is high noon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Kim Knapp, your coach here at the K Factor. Fitness and Health for Life, where I help you get what you want. And today, we're going to be balancing. We're going to work on balance the next 31 days. Well, why are we here? Why are we here? Let's start with why this matters. Why this matters. Most people think that balance is something you have or you don't have, right? And balance is a very trainable skill. And I don't think a lot of people give it much credit. Hey, Virginia, nice to see you. Maria, great to see you here. Amy, hello. Happy New Year. So balance is a very trainable skill. And it's one of the first things that declines as we age. And if we don't work on it intentionally, it'll decline. Right? Just like we lift weights, we exercise, we try to build muscle, our strength, our energy. We work on all these things with our health, but we don't really pay too much attention to our balance. And it's one of the first things to decline as we age, as we get older. And I'm 67 years old, and it's really important to me that I can be independent as I age. And so balancing is something that I work on regularly. And I thought, what a great thing to share. Hi, Amy. Good to see you here. And I thought, what a great thing to share. And especially if anybody is here on the live or if you're watching on replay or you're watching on YouTube, that as we age, if you're over 50, this is really important because falling down is a leading cause of injury for those of us over 50. And injury-related death for adults over 65. And 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 falls each year. 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 falls each year. Falls are the #1 cause of hip fractures, loss of independence, and long-term disability. And here's the big one. Most falls are preventable. And it's not by doing more cardio. It's not by lifting ginormous heavy dumbbells. It's by training your balance, your awareness, and your control. That's how you do it. And you're going to see today, we're going to start out with some very basic foundational things that I think will heighten your awareness. And it'll be something you can write. Those of you that are keeping a journal, you can write this in your journal and start writing today on how you're feeling when we go through all these different movements and these different sensory things that we're going to be doing today. It'll be important to write it down because remember, what you write down, you can measure, right? What gets measured gets managed is what I'm trying to say. So you can look back and see where you started and then how strong you are at the end of the month. So it's not by doing more cardio and lifting heavier weights and doing all those things. Yes, do they help with balance? Certainly, of course. Help with your core, strong core. That's why I love lifting dumbbells. But training balance and awareness and control is also just as important. But balancing is one of the most overlooked part of fitness programs. People don't stop and just pause and focus on their balance. So that's why we're here. And I run my clients through balance drills monthly. And it's really, really an important part of the program that we teach here at the K Factor is balance. So the next thing we need to do, I hope that you have a chair or a kitchen counter or a couch or something near you because you need something to hold on to and have something nearby. Safety first, always safety first. The next thing, in addition to having a chair handy, or you can hold on to a wall. Carolyn, nice to see you. Amy, hello, glad to see you here. You can hold on to a wall or a chair, but the next thing is We're going to do this barefoot. Now, I usually come in here barefoot, but it's too cold. I didn't want to be without my shoes and socks until I absolutely have to be without my shoes and socks on. So we're going to go barefoot. So take off your shoes. Take off your shoes, because we're going to be barefoot for this, right? All right. So now that we're barefoot, we have free piggies and toes. The concrete doesn't feel too bad. I thought it was going to be like ice cubes, but it's not too bad. So we're going to do this whole 31-day challenge barefoot. Your feet are filled with sensory receptors that tell your brain where your body is in space. Right? Think about your feet and what they do. Your feet are filled with those sensory receptors that tell your brain where your body is in space. And when you have a shoe on, it dampens the feedback. That's why we always train. That's why we always train in barefoot, so that we have all of our sensories working. All of our sensories working. Hey, Sandy, hi. Wally, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So, barefoot. It improves your balance and awareness when you're barefoot and you do these exercises. Also, your muscles, the small muscles in your feet and your ankles, they get strengthened. You know, if you think about it, your shoe acts like a cast on your foot, right? It supports your foot, and we have arch support, and the laces tie the shoe up around you, and the soles of the shoe, and everything just supports your foot. When you're barefoot, you don't have all that. And being barefoot, you're training all of those small muscles. So I have somebody messaging me, they couldn't find the page, now they can find the page. All right. Hey, Lynn, glad to see you here. Happy New Year. Peggy, I'm glad you found us. Peggy was texting me, messaging me. She couldn't find the page. I'm glad you found us. You can just go to my Kim Knapp page on Facebook, and it should be there on the live. So the other thing about being barefoot and training barefoot and getting all these tiny muscles activated and working and your sensory working is it helps your brain respond faster to surface and movement. Okay? So this is about, this balance thing, being barefoot, is reconnecting with your foundation. Literally reconnecting with the foundation, with the earth, with Mother Earth, feeling the earth underneath you. And reminder, always have a chair, have something next to you to use to steady yourself, for safety, if you need to catch yourself. Safety always first. You can hold on to the wall, the chair, a couch, the kitchen counter, right? Be safe. Always be safe. So, here's how the 31 days is going to work. And here's what you're going to expect over the next month, over the next 31 days. We're going to start on stable, hard surface, which is the floor, okay? Then we're going to gradually move up to unstable surfaces, softer surfaces, right? Like a yoga mat or a pillow. Each day I will introduce a movement, one main movement, and later we'll combine movements together as we move through the month. Some days we're going to count reps. Some days we're going to go by time. And I have my little trusty timer here. Everything is going to be scalable, right? So it's beginner friendly, but it's going to be challenging. Everybody's going to move at their pace, at their rate, where they're at. I'm meeting you where you are. If you have to hold on to the kitchen counter the entire time, that's fine. That's fine. You build up baby steps. Okay, you build up over time. It's progressive training, just like we do with dumbbells, just like we do lifting weights. Progressive training. It works the same way for your balance. It's a progressive, right? And you can stack the habit. So if you're brushing your teeth, you can do a little balancing when I'm teaching you over the next 31 days. You could do that while you're brushing your teeth or, doing another chore, right? You can combine it. Maybe while you're watching a show on TV, you do one of the balance exercises during the commercial break. Stacking your habit is how you can get that training in every day. So it's progressive training. It's small daily effort. Small daily effort with a big payoff. Consistency. It's what we do most of the time that matters, right? So here's some important reminders. Please don't try to be perfect. Wobbling is part of the training. To stand perfectly still and not move is not realistic. So you don't have to be perfect, and wobbling is part of it. If you lose balance, you know what that is? That's feedback. It's not failure. So if you lose your balance and you have to touch the chair or the wall, that's not failure. That's not failure. That's learning. You're getting feedback from your body, and you're learning. And you'll see that over time, when you keep doing this over time, you will get stronger and you won't be holding on to the chair so much, right? You're going to feel that. Hi, Jean. Glad you're here. Erica, Happy New Year. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Debbie said she's had a lot of trouble finding a stability shoe and you were frustrated. You did notice different muscles being used and you actually felt more stable than with your shoes and orthotics. I can kind of identify with that. I switched from like my everyday shoes that I wear just walking around or walking my dog or whatever. I wear barefoot shoes now. And then I have my shoes that I wear in the gym, and then I have shoes that I run with. So I have different shoes that I wear for different things. But I have found my barefoot shoes. I started wearing them last year. I actually wrote a blog about it on our website. If you go to my website in the blog and type in barefoot shoes in the search bar, that blog will come up. And I wrote a lot about that because that was something new that I tried last year. It sounds funny to say that. Yesterday, last year. So let's see, getting back to the important reminders. Wendy's here from Prince Edward Island. Hey, Wendy, great to see you. So important reminders. You don't have to be perfect. Wobbling is a part of training. If you lose your balance, it's feedback, right? Not failure. You can watch the replay because when you're on the replay team, you're just a part of the team as everybody here that's on live. You are an important part of the challenge. If you show up on replay, welcome. We're glad you're here and you are important. Type it in the comments that you're here so that we know you're here when you're on replay. And remember always to do this in a safe space. Slow and controlled always wins. We don't do it in a hurry. We don't do it fast. Slow and controlled, and we do it in a safe space. So you have something to hold on to, the chair, the wall, right? So you're going to hear me say that so much, but safety first. So today is day one. Day one, y'all. It's about awareness, not difficulty. Just being aware. We're just going to get into awareness, being barefoot, right? So we're going to be barefoot. We're going to stand tall. We're going to feel our feet on the floor. And we're teaching our brain and our body to connect. And this is where your strong balance is going to begin. All right? So if you're joining this challenge live or on replay, type in the comments. Let me know you're here so that I can cheer you on. And I'm really proud of you for showing up because this is real life fitness. And it matters. It matters. Your balance matters. So I'm really proud of you for showing up. So, all right, let's get started. Let's get grounded and let's begin. So those of you that are just coming in, you didn't miss too much other than the review. So let's get started. All right, here we go. So you're going to stand barefoot. Let me move this out of the way. My water. So we're going to stand barefoot. And I'm going to turn the computer just so I can monitor. Make sure if we get cut off or something, I need to see. I need to monitor. You'll learn when I go live, I'm it. I'm the producer, the director, the whole thing. So I got to pay attention to the laptop and make sure that you can still see me and hear me. All right, here we go. Without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to stand barefoot on a firm, flat floor. Your feet are going to be hip width apart, not shoulder, not like this, just hip width apart. You can even kind of jump up and down, rock back and forth, and find your hip width, okay? Put a little soft bend in your knee. Stand tall with the crown of your head reaching upward. Chest out, shoulders back, chin up. I say that all the time to my team. My coach says it all the time to me, and I say it all the time. So that's how I learned. Because, you know, I didn't learn how to exercise till I was 52 years old. So there you go. Anyway, chest out, shoulders back, chin up, right? So you're standing up straight and tall. And have your chair nearby. Have your wall, your couch, your chair nearby. Something so that you can hold on to, okay? Just for support. So our first movement is our baseline stance. So we're just going to stand like this with our eyes open. Our weight is evenly distributed. And I want you to think about the 3 points of your foot. Your heel, your big toe, and your pinky toe. Right? Your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. You're going to breathe normally. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and you're going to notice a natural sway, okay? Stillness is not the goal. Control is the goal. When you're working on your balance, being super still isn't the goal. Being in control, being strong in control, that's the goal. So feel your body, and you might feel that little natural sway. Right? Feel that big toe gripping the floor. Feel your pinky toe on the floor, your heel. This is just our first movement. I'm going to use the timer, and we're just going to stand like this for 30 seconds. And again, make yourself aware. Timer started. That heel, that big toe, the pinky. Just be aware of the sway in your body. And when the timer goes off, we move to movement 2. Really basic today, y'all. Really basic. All right. Now, for movement number 2, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to close our eyes. Now listen. Hold on to something if you need to hold on to first. Close your eyes while you're holding on to something, and then kind of while your eyes are closed, you can take your hand off, but have it hover just so that you can put your hand down, okay? Got it? Make sure. Don't do this without holding on to something. So we're going to do the same stance. We're going to close our eyes, and I want you to notice how your body responds with your eyes closed. If you need to open your eyes and reset, that's fine, okay? But it's really important because what we're doing now is we're engaging our brain in how our body is feeling. Our brain is working harder because we're removing one of our we're removing our sight. So by closing your eyes, your brain is going to be more engaged. So I want you to feel that heel, your toe, your pinky toe, your big toe and your heel. So again, make sure you're straight and tall, chest out, shoulders back, your chin's up. You've got a little bit of a slight bend in your knee. Here we go. Close your eyes. Timer is set for 30 seconds. Close those eyes. Feel your heel, your big toe, and your pinky toe on the ground. Lock it in. Lock it in. Nice breathing. Got a little sway in the body. Very good. Open your eyes. Whoo! I always get a little shaky on that. I don't know however many times I do that, my legs are like, you know. Let's see who's here. Ellen. Okay. Ellen from Denver. Good to see you. Good to see you, Ellen. All right. So how did you do with your eyes closed? Okay. Here's the next exercise. The next movement, excuse me. The next movement. So get into that stance. All right. If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on to something. Eyes open. Keep your body just like this. I want you to turn your head to the right. Come back to center. Turn your head to the left. Come back to center. Not fast, just move slowly. Let's do that again. To the right. Come back to center. And to the left. Don't move your shoulders, your knees, don't move anything, just your head. And come back to center. Remember, your range of motion is your range of motion. You do you, right? All right. So we're going to keep our chest and our hips facing forward. We're only moving our head, not our body. So now I'm going to start the timer. We're just going to do this for 30 seconds. So to the right. To the left. Come back to center. To the right. Back to center. And to the left. Back to center. And again. Back to center. The timer went off, but we have to share the love. So let's go to the left. And finish it off. Come back to center. Very good. Do you find that when you're doing that, how hard you're concentrating? Engaging the brain? Okay, now guess what? The next movement is we're going to do that, but we're going to have our eyes closed. Hold on to something. Don't do this without holding on to something, okay? Because remember, we're at the very basic here today, day one. All right? So have your chair handy or whatever you're holding on to. You can hold on to the wall and do it, the kitchen counter. All right, so here we go. Get into position. Your feet are hip width, chest out, shoulders back, chin up. Crown of your head is up. You're not down like this, up. Take a nice breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, here we go. I've got my hand on the chair And my eyes are closed. Close your eyes. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to center. Now let's go to the left and back to center. Back to the right. Back to center. Head to the left. And back to center. Open your eyes. Woo! This challenges your inner ear and your balancing systems. Okay? So if any of you have ever had, what do they call it? Oh, it just went out of my head. When you get dizzy. Cannot think of it. I know somebody's going to type it in the comments for me. Anyway, when you get the inner ear and you get dizzy, if you have that, you know what it feels like. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start the timer for 30 seconds. Again, we're going to do this with our eyes closed. We're going by time. Move at your pace. If you need to hold on to something, you hold on to something, okay? Here we go. Eyes are closed. Remember, hips and chest face forward. The only thing we're moving is our head. Feel your heel, your toe, your pinky toe. Feel your feet locked in. Let's go. Close those eyes and move your head to the right. Come back to center. Move it to the left. Come back to center. Move it to the right. Come back to center. And move it to the left. And come back to center. Open your eyes. How'd you do with that? Stand tall. Notice what it feels like. Notice how your body feels, how your feet are gripping, your toes are gripping the ground, how that feels. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to do one more movement. One more movement. I want to review it first, okay? So remember, if you need to hold on to something, have your chair ready. Donna, good. Vertigo, thank you. Thank you, vertigo. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, I have a bell in here. Vertigo, that's it. That's my push-up bell. Yes, that's it, vertigo. I'm gonna have to send you a t-shirt. Okay, the next exercise, thank you. The next exercise is I'm going to set the timer. And what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight. So again, into position. We're going to shift our weight slightly to our heel. So you're just moving just teeny tiny bit, but your weight is all on your heel. And then we're going to shift our weight to our toes. So you're moving ever just slightly, okay? Now the weight is on the ball of my foot and my toes. And then when I come back this way, my weight is on my heels, all right? So shifting ever so slightly. So what we're doing is I'm teaching you awareness. Not difficulty, but awareness. I want you to be aware of your body, how it moves, how it feels, okay, for balance. So again, if you need to hold on to something, have that handy. So let me set the timer for 30 seconds, and you're just going to go from your heel. Here we go. Timer started. Heel. All your weight should be on the heel of your foot. Now come forward to the toes. and the weight is off the heel. Again, if you need to hold on to something, go right ahead. Come back to your heel. Now come to the toes. To the heel. And to the toes. Pretty cool. Aren't our bodies magnificent? I love it. Ah! All right, shake it out. Shake it out. That was our last movement today. If this felt hard for you, if it felt harder than you expected, or more challenging than you expected, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means you're training something that matters, right? So today is your foundation. It's like when you build a building, my dad built houses, and I would go visit him on the job site, and they would have the holes for the foundation for the house, and the sides of the dirt were just like perfectly, the hole was just so beautiful, like it was perfect. Like I would look at it, was just square, perfect, you know, there wasn't a piece of dirt out of place. I mean, it was amazing to watch, but he told me how important the foundation is to what you build on top of it. And that's why I'm teaching you this basic today, because this today is your foundation. Everything we do this month is going to build up from here, okay? So tomorrow, we're going to keep it simple, and we're going to build up. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Are your feet moving back and forth? Your body is. Let me thank you, Amy, for asking. Thank you, Amy, for asking the question. So maybe if I turn sideways, okay? So I'm turning sideways. Thank you, Patricia. Hi, Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you. All right, Amy, so here we are, sideways, okay? So right now, I'm leaning back a little bit and I'm on the heel. You see my toes are lifted up off the floor even, right? All my body weight is back on my heel. Now, you can see me moving forward. Now I'm up on my ball of the foot and my toes, my heels. My weight has shifted off my heel. And I'll accentuate it a little bit and lift them up off the floor. You don't have to lift your heel up off the floor. You're just shifting the weight to your toes and the ball of your foot. You see that? I'm forward. Now I'm going to put it on the heel. And now all the weight's on my heel. You see that? Now I'm on my ball of the foot and my toes. Okay? I hope that was helpful. You're welcome, Jean. You're welcome. You're welcome, Carolyn. I hope that was helpful. Peggy, very good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yes, so tomorrow we're going to build off of what we did today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. And remember, tomorrow I come on at 11:55 a.m. We start at high noon. And again, today was a little longer because I talked a lot. Tomorrow it won't be as long. And I will be showing up every single day live here on this Facebook page for 31 days in January. The video will be uploaded so you can do it on replay. It'll be up on our YouTube channel, the K-Factor Coaching YouTube channel. I will be uploading every day's video there as well. So you can actually, if you want to do it from there instead of the Facebook page, you can do that. All right. Let me make sure there aren't any other questions. You're welcome, Leah. Glad you're here. You're welcome, Virginia. You're welcome, Amy. Ellen, thank you. Eastern time, Amy. I'm in Florida. Eastern time. Thank you, Maria. I'm in Florida, so it's Eastern time. Eastern time zone. That's why a lot of people will do it on replay that are scattered about, right? So I'm going to sign off because I have today's New Year's Day meal ready. We're going over to my mom's to have our New Year's Day meal with my mom. So I got to get out the door. Everybody have a beautiful day. Happy New Year. And I will see everybody tomorrow for day 2 of our 31-day K-Factor Balance Challenge. Good job, everybody. Proud of you. And a shout out to everybody on Team Replay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.